Going live. Tired of looking at concrete and glass, working myself to the bone. Need to take a little break from the highway pace, shut down the cell phone. No TikTokers, flip flopper, just chilling in the center of the earth, lying in the sun, floating on the surf. Well, I need a change of attitude. I need to take a 747 to 0 latitude. A little vacation from the notifications, some turquoise solitude. Drink it up, dial it down to 0 latitude. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, way down south where the palm trees sway, and I get high on the grass hut patio, drink in my hand while the nylon band is jamming real loud down at Crabber Joe's. Maybe it's Fiji, could be Tahiti, just chilling in the center of the earth, lying in the sand, working on my tan. Well, I need a change of attitude. I need to take a 747 to 0 latitude. A little vacation from the notifications, some turquoise solitude. Drink it up, dial it down to 0 latitude. Woo-hoo-hoo. 0 latitude. Woo-hoo-hoo. Where the Wi-Fi's weak and the rum is strong, where every day is like a Jimmy Buffett sing-along. Well, I need a change of attitude. I need to take a 747 to 0 latitude. Yeah. A little vacation from the notifications, some turquoise solitude. Drink it up, dial it down. Whoa, I'm gonna drink it up, dial it down to 0 latitude. Woo-hoo-hoo. 0 latitude. Woo-hoo-hoo. Well, welcome everybody. It's Monday night. Mondays don't have to suck. You can hang out with me and make Tuesday come a little quicker. Woo! A little vacation from the notifications of turquoise solitude. At 0 latitude. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Having a little fun there on that one. What's going on, guys? Let me get rid of that crazy reverb. It just makes me sound a little better when I'm singing. What's happening, everybody? Thank you for joining me here tonight. Dwayne, what's going on? Hey, Jackie, Teresa, how are you? Thanks for joining me here tonight. And Lynn made it on time. That calls for a drink. No drinking on Monday for me. Water only. Yeah, hey, man, Dwayne, I had a great time in Vegas. I have not been to Las Vegas for since 2002. So what? 24 years. 24 years. We got married out there in 1994. Took another trip out there in 2002. And, you know, other things were just more interesting. Moving to Nashville was one of them. Using our camper. And then this year we were trying to figure out what we can do for my 60th birthday. And I thought, oh man, let's go to Vegas. Let's just, let's not really make any plans. We'll just go there and we'll do all of the cool events and things that are out there. Man, the gambling part, it's like I want to gamble, but man, is it hard to win. I think we spent maybe a max of $200 gambling. It just, sucked out. I call them wallet vacuums. Look at all the wallet vacuums we have here. And I'm like, it just sucks the money out of your wallet so fast. I would rather go to some of the cool attractions and things that they got there now. Um, we stayed at the Flamingo, um, oldest hotel on the strip, and such history there. It's really cool. Um, and we were right in the middle of the strip, so you get to see all the other big casinos, and we walked to them. And man, them casinos, if you guys have been out there, uh, it looks like it's really close, but it's like 3 miles away. Hot as all get out. I mean, obviously, July in the Mojave Desert is going to be hot, but it was like average 110 every day. And even when the wind blew when you were outside, it was like someone holding a hot air dryer right at you. Really crazy. But the cool things that we did get to do, there was so many things we couldn't do them all. I want to go back now just to do some more of it. But a couple of the bucket things right off the bat was there was an Evel Knievel museum that opened up a month ago. And as a kid, any of us kids that grew up in the 70s and 80s, we were just enamored with Evel Knievel, and we all wanted to be that guy when we were kids. And when you go into that museum, it's all of those true, all the motorcycles that survived were there. The ones that made the jumps, like the Wembley jump. Uh, they even had the bike there from the Caesar's Palace crash. And I don't know if you've ever seen that Wipeout 1969 film of Evel Knievel crashing after jumping over the fountains at Caesar's Palace. He went right over the handlebars and hit his ass first. It hit right on the pavement and shattered his pelvis. And I experienced something like that in 2004. Riding dirt bike with my niece. I cased a jump in April in Minnesota, so the ground was still frozen, but I went over the bars and I landed ass first, and it broke my my right femur right through the crown. You got that big old joint that your ball goes into your hip from. It split right through. That's the thickest bone, even thicker than your skull, thickest bone in your body. Broke that right there. That was a 2-year ordeal and fix. And that was the closest that I ever really wanted to be Evel Knievel again. But that museum's really cool. Probably more of a guy thing. I think my wife was kind of bored. Lots to read there. And I didn't realize this. Maybe you guys remember this, but in 1972 or 73, Evel Knievel did a big jump in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. It's all documented in this museum as well. He did this jump. Well, he made the jump, but I guess I can't remember where it was, but it was Coon Rapids. He told the plane pilot to land next to the ramps, and so this pilot. So the story goes that the pilot had told Evel, "I don't think I got enough runway to stop. I know I can land and probably take off, but landing without stopping." And sure enough, he slid the plane. It went into this big truck that Evel had, that was a red truck that was his mechanic truck and his kind of his camper and dressing room and stuff. But that happened in Coon Rapids. I didn't know that. This plane slid into that, damaged it a little bit. Pretty wild. Also, I don't think we're ever too grown up for Wizard of Oz. That affected us all. And then we went to the Sphere and watched that. And, there's a couple of things that I didn't like. First of all, it was like they cut 75 minutes. 75. They cut it down to 75 minutes. They cut 25 minutes out. So like the scene where Dorothy's walking and runs across the wizard guy. Well, he's like a snake oil salesman or something. And they have that little campfire and he says that's one dog to another and all that. That was cut out of there. They just show them in that little wagon looking at the crystal ball, and they cut out like King of the Forest. They cut out things that I think they should have just left it alone. But visually, it was stunning. It was like really amazing. So that whole thing kind of wraps behind you at every seat. The whole screen goes around you. So like when you're in Emerald City, it's like you're inside the building. It's when you're in the house with Auntie M and the beginning of the movie there and the Mrs. Gulch comes, like you're in that living room or that house. It was really cool. Um the thing that kind of sucked is they didn't do any previews. They didn't have any other like screenings of just you could have just had some screensavers, as I'd say, like you could run, but no, it was just the movie. Really cool. We did end up catching one of those apples. So part of that movie that's really cool is uh they it's a 4D, they call it. So when it's windy, it was really windy in there when that tornado came. It's blowing all over, and they've got all kinds of paper leaves and stuff blowing in the whole building in the audience there. And apples fall from the trees when they come across those live apple trees. And I got one of them, says Wizard of Oz. I actually had two fall next to me, and this other lady, I could see how desperate she was for one. So I handed it to her. Um, they had some flying monkeys kind of up in there, but it was really cool. There's a lot of other things I want to go to in Vegas, so we'll probably hit it again. I'm gonna catch up and see what you guys are typing here. Hey, Teresa. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for being here tonight. Um, yeah, my room looks clean. There is, yeah, there's not as many. Like, I forget about my background here, Dwayne. Like, I usually have stuff strewn around. Some of it's packed up in the truck and ready for my trip to Minnesota. So I'm heading to Minnesota tomorrow. I'm rehearsing with the band that we're playing some shows. If you've tuned in with me, these last couple ones I've told you about them, but I'm playing a solo show Friday at the Dugout in Bethel, Minnesota. I haven't been in the town of Bethel in forever. So it sounds like a lot of people are coming. That should be a great time. And rehearsing with the band. So we'll get a couple of those rehearsals in. Got a really fun event Saturday. It's a friend of mine, my real good friends, actually, Donna and Tim. They do a tribute ride for Katrina, their daughter. They lost to cancer a few years ago. So I will be there Saturday. We're doing a parade of hot rods, and we cruise across the countryside and celebrate Katrina. That's going to be really fun. I haven't been able to be a part of that till now. Then it's back home for 3 weeks, and then back up to Minnesota. Going to be playing at Coasters at the State Fair, the Minnesota Great Get Together, on Monday, Labor Day, the 7th. And I think that's going to be from 3 to 6. But I'll post more about that. And then the Ponds in St. Francis on a Friday night. And then Saturday night, the big Isani Amped Up Town Party. So that should be really fun. Going to be putting on some miles. Got the truck hopefully roadworthy again, after all those truck woes. Dwayne, that's not what Dave would have said when you hung out together. Oh, referring to drinking, yeah. I have my battles with drinking. Not that they ever got me in trouble, but I just know I'm so much better and feel better when I'm not. I'll have a couple on a Friday or something, but not much past that anymore. I don't even think in Vegas I even really felt like I got a buzz. They're probably watering down them drinks so bad anyway. But what's the glitch you're hearing? Is it this microphone? I don't know. I don't hear anything on this end, but oh, Lynn, you watched part of the Beer, Booze, and BS. Yeah, that was a long podcast. And I don't know if you could tell, but see, that was one of them days. That was a Sunday I did that podcast after being in Minnesota for like 5 days. And that Saturday I didn't have a gig. So I ended up hanging out with my buddy Tim, who's the bourbon collector. And I got too lit that night. So that whole interview, man, I was just hurting. Like I hadn't drank that much. So like 5, 6 shots of whiskey and that was it. I was hung over that whole day. Yeah, Lynn, that movie was really cool, The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, I wonder, I'm not sure what's going on with the stream. Maybe it could be my internet connection here. Sorry about that. Teresa, you'll have to come out to Bethel then. That's going to be a real good time. There's a lot of people coming out there, and I think it's a pretty small place. So we're gonna pack it out, and I'm gonna sing you some songs, tell you some stories. I honestly cannot believe it's August already. It's end of July is always a whirlwind because, of course, my birthday and then I got my twins' birthday are 2 days after mine. I remember when the twins were being born, we had to go. Jeannie had to have them C-section by the way that they were in there, but I remember we could pick the day. It's like, should we do it on my birthday? But I don't think it would be fair to curse them with having to celebrate their birthday with me all the time. So they got their own day, but it kind of ended up being a whole week of stuff. Vegas and then the kid's birthday, and then they all were over here Saturday hanging out for the day, Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, I can't believe August here already. I always dreaded August. I know the date. It's like August 12th. Hay fever in Minnesota would kick in so bad. It would just be, I'd be a snotty, itchy eye, sneezing mess until October. But now I take some medicine, so hopefully it's not as bad. Hopefully it won't bother me when I'm up there in September. But I said that the last podcast, fall's my favorite season. I really do love fall the most. Yeah, I was saying, I got my truck on the road again. It's funny. Pardon me. So I had alternator went out on it. That's what blacked the whole truck out. I leave the lot, and then I have no air conditioning. Compressor went out on that. Got that fixed. Got home next morning. Tire lights on. I look at the tire. Got a drywall screw in it. Oh man, just woes. So now hopefully we're ready to get going on the road. What else did I want to talk about? See what you guys are typing in here. So you still having that little glitch? Nobody hearing nothing? Just like, I don't hear anything. Let's see. Do you still have nothing? I got everything coming through the computer all right. So I imagine. Let me know if you can still hear me. I turned it up a bit, but I don't know if that's going to do it. I hate when I can't hear what's going on the other end. All right. It may be just internet connection. Could be mine. Could be yours. Not sure. All right. Teresa says everything's good here. Okay. So I'm going to keep going. Well, tonight, what I'm going to give away is another one of these tumblers. So if you're on the Castellano Commission email list, you could win one of these. Look how nice and shiny and brand new it is. What's that in there? Well, some mice been building a nest. No, they're just some paper. But I'm going to give away one of these. The Castellano Commission. Pull it back a little bit. There you go. Great for your Minnesota hot chocolate or whiskey, whatever you want to put in it. Oh, yeah. Hey, Jackie, I'm glad you brought that up. So Instruments for Education is a nonprofit that I started back in 2018 just totally grassroots. We don't have any big funders, and it's all supported by people that make donations to us. What my idea of that whole thing is back in 2018, I had borrowed a teacher a keyboard, and he sent me back this video of him teaching kids science. They were 10-year-old kids. They were learning the phases of the moon, and he's a songwriter, so he had them all write a song about the phases of the moon, and they called it New Moon, and they did it to the melody of Blue Moon. And Blue Moon, I mean, New Moon is like, so he's saying like, new moon, you got your no light of your own. And I could see that all those kids were really super engaged. That was their favorite teacher. Matter of fact, he had to calm them down. They were getting so loud. I wish I could share that video. Maybe I can now, but at the time I couldn't share it. Some of the parents didn't want their kids online. But I looked at that and I went like, you know what? Instead of, as young parents, and I was guilty of it too, it's like, instead of handing kids, here was my situation with my kids. Actually, I was a stay-at-home dad. My kids were home all summer when they weren't going to school. And as a parent, I'm trying to work. I worked at a desk here at my home office, and I'm like every other parent, hey, here's an iPhone, here's an iPad, here's an Xbox controller. Go have some fun. Go occupy yourself. And back in 2018, I'm thinking, man, let's do this. Let's put instruments in kids' hands instead of iPads and Xbox controllers and iPhones. Let's put something real in their hands that they could probably do the rest of their life. Let's get them into playing instruments. Let's not let them think that music is made by computers. Music is made by humans, and the best music is made by humans when they interact and make it together. So that was the whole point. I know a lot of young parents can't afford it, so I just want to do it in a way where if the parent reaches out to me and we have it in our inventory, we will give that instrument to you and get them kids started on their journey. And how it works is I kind of can only do like 100-mile radius. There are some exceptions. Like I've done some events down in Florida. There may be another one coming up that we will do it down there and bring some instruments down there. But mainly it's like 100 miles within Nashville, what they call Middle Tennessee. And we donate instruments to students, teachers, and schools. So if the school's looking for it and we have it, we donate it. Teachers request a lot. They do like guitar labs or ukulele labs. It's where they'll get anywhere from 10 to 30 of the instruments, and they'll start a lab where the kids come in and learn that instrument. We've done a lot of rock band setups. Like we'll give the teacher bass, drums, electric guitar, keyboard, acoustic guitars, hand drums, all kinds of things like that. For the really young kids, the elementary, I should say kindergarten through third grade, we do a lot of rhythm things like boomsticks and recorders and tambourines and shakers and things like that. Anything that we can afford to facilitate to put instruments in kids' hands is what we do. And it's just something that I'm passionate about, especially with the AI, precipice we're on with all of that taking over. We need kids to learn instruments, and we want to let it be no cost for parents. So since 2018, this year we hit 2,000 donations, and I just really got some good news. I can't really divulge it yet, but we are doing a fundraiser. I can tell you that part. We're doing a fundraiser October 10th here in Spring Hill, Tennessee. It's going to be at, it's called there's two names for it. I'll tell you about it later because I'm not sure which one they want to use, but it sounds like we've got some pretty big country artists coming on board. I'm really hoping that it works out, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. That's going to be really cool because finally we're going to get some awareness where Maybe we could raise enough money to really grow beyond Middle Tennessee, and really get some of the office admin things in line. Like, I do a lot of this just by forms on the internet. It's not connected to an iPad. I still carry around a clipboard when I go do deliveries. Would rather have that all be digital at some point, but there's all these factors to growth. And, the end result of all of it is I just want to put instruments into kids' hands. So sorry about that whole long-winded thing, but it's important that we keep our youth playing real instruments and not thinking that they're made by computers. And if you guys have ever done anything, it's kind of like sports. It's like playing board games with your family. It's like you do things together and you have fun, and it sticks with you for the rest of your life. So that's the important part of it. And music is therapy, gives kids a way to vent. That's why I should start doing something like this on the Instruments for Education YouTube. We don't get much activity over there, but maybe do like a giveaway. I guess I'd do that anyway. Never mind. But we're just gonna read over here for a second. Yeah, thank you guys. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not something for me. I love to hear that what I'm doing is a good thing, and I think so too. But I think it's just, that the importance of it is keeping our youth making music and not getting addicted to video games. Get addicted. We need a new Eddie Van Halen. We need another Jimmy Page. We need some of them guitar heroes back again. But okay, let's see, what else did I want to talk about here tonight. Talked about coming up to Minnesota, and the fundraiser there. I'll keep you tabs on that. So if any of you guys want to come down, I think there's going to be like 100 tickets available to this fundraiser. Like I said, there's going to be some fairly well-known artists on it. And we're still in the planning stages, but tickets will be for sale, I bet, here within the next 2 weeks, and that will be October 10th. And if if you're planning on coming down here, I'll give you a good heads up on that. Oh, hey, Kim, my cousin Kim's on here. Thank you. Yeah, the Josie Award nominations, nominated for 3 awards this year. It's always cool to get the acknowledgments. I appreciate that. And, like Dressing to the Nines, this one's at Opry, at the Grand Ole Opry. So hopefully I'll be able to make it. I don't know why not, but yeah, that's always cool just to go see all the people that we know and the different people that I know that are nominated. And I really wish everybody luck on that. I would love to take some hardware home, but me, it's like, I really would like some. I'm not saying I'm not, but I'm always appreciative just for the acknowledgement. That means somebody cares, somebody's listening, and hopefully send up a prayer for me, and I'll take some hardware home. But it'll be cool to go to the Opryland anyway. I mean, Opryland used to be the amusement park there, but to go to Opry, that would be really cool. Thank you, Kim. I really appreciate that. Okay, so I was going to get to the giveaway. I don't have my iPad. Some of my gear's packed up. It's in the truck. It's ready to roll. I'm going to get on the highway in the morning. It is always a 13 and a half hours is the fastest that I've ever made that drive. It's actually from my driveway to my friend Tim's house in Harris. It's 998 miles, so almost 1,000 miles. I don't mind the drive. It does get a little long. I hate doing it alone, but sometimes I have to. So, but then that's where great songs like Think and Drive come from. All that solitude. And I'll catch up on my podcast and get some more song ideas. I have not been recording any new songs. I've got bits and pieces that I've started. I've got a couple of songs that I mentioned last time that I'm working on. It's been just summer, my shoulder, everything. I have to kind of understand that I can't start making music till probably this winter, which would be November, December, January. So I hope to have some new songs out by January. Um, Also, just got an invite to play the Muscle Shoals Song Fest, which is in November. That's always such a blast too. Um, I can't wait for winter. Actually, it's been hot. It's been hot. You guys up there in Minnesota have been super hot too. All right, so let me get to this drawing. That's what I was saying. I keep getting distracted and sidetracked. That's me in general. But I got it here on my computer here, and I'm just gonna spin my little wheel here, close my eyes, and stop. Oh, Tom, Tom Blakesley, Tom, Elizabeth's brother. Tom, I know Tom. Tom Blakesley. I don't know if you're watching or not, or if you watch the replay, but you won. I will be sending you an email congratulating on your win. I'm going to send you one of these cool Castellano Commission mugs. So congratulations, Tom. And make sure you fill it up with the good stuff and give me a cheers. Send me a video of you receiving it. What else? You guys got any questions? Thanks for the birthday. You know, birthdays are a funny thing. We all have them. We all have them every year. So I don't always feel like it's something that like I tell everybody about. I think most of us are that way. It's just like, it's your birthday. Sometimes we get to the point in our life where like we don't want to tell anybody, or you just feel so old, you know. That's life. I've had a good life. I can't complain. But now, like I was telling you about my song, What Are You Doing With It? It's really on my mind these days because at 60 years old, if I was healthy and lived to 85, what we're talking 25 years. I mean, that isn't much time. So I'm going to use it as wisely as I can. Granted that there's no other health issues, you know. What else? Well, hopefully some of you guys will be coming out to the dugout. That's going to be fun. My buddy Jerry's going to be doing the sound for me, so I don't have to bring a big PA up there. Really, also can't wait for the Isani Outdoor Show, September 12th. That's going to be so fun. We got a band my buddy Heavy Kevy plays in called Steel Bridges. They're going to be opening that show in Isani. So that should be pretty fun. I guess that's about all I had to talk about tonight. You guys got any questions or anything you want to chat about? Oh yeah, the next Monday Night Live. Kim, next Monday Night Live will be the 17th. Yeah, Monday the 17th. Just looking at my calendar there. I got a couple of cool rights coming up. I got a dentist cleaning. Woo! Can't wait for that. Every time I go into the dentist, they go, "Hey, you got a little trouble over here. Has that been bothering you?" I'm like, "Nope." Well, maybe we should get that fixed. I'm like, let's just wait till it bothers me. Are you that kind of person too? That's me with the dentist for sure. Don't fix it till it's really broke. Oh, playing the Bluebird Cafe. That's going to be so fun. Playing with my my good friend Lauren Massetti. She is we're both nominated for the song Here We Are, Babe. It's nominated for Duo of the Year, so that's really cool. Lauren Massetti is going to be on that round with me. I invited my friend Turk McNamara to come and play a song. Got Pete Salas. Pete Salas has had a few hits. And then my other buddy, Scott Southworth. Scott was had a radio show on the Grand Ole Opry station, WSM, and he had invited me on that show back when I first moved to Nashville, like 2026 or 17. And he had invited me to a Bluebird round way back then. And I finally was able to get him into a round with me. So that's going to be fun. That's August 26th at 6 p.m. at the Bluebird Cafe. I never take any of those gigs for granted ever. It's like, it's kind of like the Carnegie Hall for songwriters, and just blessed to be able to play there. They only come around once a year, maybe twice a year if I get an invite from somebody, but that's what's on the horizon. But all right, guys, I think I'm going to let you go, and hopefully I'll see some of you in Minnesota this week. And if not, come back and join me Monday, August 17th. Like I said, if you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel while you're here, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That will tell you whenever I put out a new video or whenever these lives are coming up. But thanks again for hanging out with me tonight. Really appreciate it. Got a few of you on here, and it just makes it so much more fun when I have so many things to talk about too. So, all right, we will see you August 17th, if not sooner. Okay. All right. Peace, everybody.